Hey, what's up, y'all? Just wanted to talk to y'all for a minute, you know what I mean? Being rich ain't all about how much money you got in your bank. It's all about your mindset, you know what I mean? And if you got your mind right, you know, you can manifest what you got in your mind. Definitely. You can really manifest what you got in your mind. But you just can't sit on your behind and wait for somebody to hand it to you. Sometimes you gotta get up and get out and seize the moment. You know, I preach over and over about how people told me I couldn't drive trucks. I brought 3 of them. Or 2 or 3 of them, you know what I mean? Third one, I was working for a company, but it was mine. I had to fix on it and everything, put money in it. You know, but I was making enough money to where I could do that. But if you want something, you got to seize the moment. Just like if you're ready to invest, you know what I mean? Only thing you could do is study. You know, like I said, only time you could be discouraged is when you have a lack of knowledge, or when you don't have no control over the circumstances, meaning that whatever situation you in, you don't have no choice but to wait until you get out that situation. But like I said, you have to seize the moment. You have to get off your behind and keep digging. And no, nobody wants to hit rock bottom, but majority of the people that's on top right now, they hit some type of rock bottom. You know, being rich is a feeling. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Once you get the money, you don't care too much about the money. You want that feeling. You know what I mean? That feeling that when you hit that rock bottom and you wanted to go straight up. Because once you hit rock bottom and you come up, you know what I mean? You don't have that same feeling as when you was on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So when you're not on that bottom, you don't have that same feeling from when you're on top. So now you don't even care about that money. You want that feeling that the money is coming. You know what I mean? And it's coming some way, somehow. But you fall in love with the process, not fall in love with the money. You know what I mean? Never fall in love with the money. I'm trying to tell you. It's no fun falling in love with the money. You're gonna wanna fall in love with the process. Excuse me, I'm getting something to eat.
Hello, Miss Benefit regular, right?
Yes. Yeah, you want to fall in love with the process. You know what I mean? The step by step that you take to get to where you're going. You know what I mean? Because once you fall and hit rock bottom, and then once you're trying to come back up from the top, you know what I mean? It's kind of harder because you don't have that staying mentality and that staying hunger. So you know you fall in love with the feeling of,
Okay.
you know, the money is coming. Thank you.
Hi, how are you today? Put it in the window.
All right. You have a good day too. Yeah. You want to fall in love with that feeling, man. Cause it ain't no feeling greater than when you coming up. You know what I mean? So I want y'all guys to, you know what I mean, fall in love with the process. Fall in love with where you at. Be happy. Be content. You know, it can be worse. It sure can. It could be worse. You know? Just think about it. There's somebody out there in a worse position than you. Hate to say it. There's always somebody in a worse position than you. Look at Helen Keller. She couldn't read. She couldn't write. She couldn't see. And she couldn't even hear. But she still succeeded and beat the norm. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing right now, it makes me feel kind of stupid to know that somebody can educate themselves to the point where you can understand how they feel and they can't hear or see. You know? I'm not that reluctant to experience something like that. You know what I mean? That's got to be the most humbling experience ever in somebody's life, you know? You can understand their frustration and their pain when they upset and mad. But me, I have no right to be upset or mad. After what I just said and realized, I should be humble and thankful that I can hear, I can see, I can comprehend, I can talk. You know what I mean? I can make YouTube videos, I can walk, I can interact with people. I might not get the views and everything that I like, but hell, it's a start. I mean, it's a process. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When I first started out, man, I wanted to know every goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know everything possible about myself. You know what I mean? Going to get fortune tells, talking to tarot card readers. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get all the information, but God ain't gonna give them everything that I want to know about myself. Sometimes you have to organically learn about yourself, meaning that you can't ask nobody else about yourself, because how can you ask somebody else about yourself when you should be knowing yourself? You know all these rap songs and all this stuff about other people and music, but the same way that you got to learn the song, I challenge you to get to learn yourself. You know what I mean? Learn your limitations and what aggravates you, and how can you get through the point of aggravation so you can go over that plateau and become the person that you wanted to be. Manifest your blessings and your dreams. That's what it's all about right now. You know what I mean? It's all about you. It's not about me. That's why I made this YouTube channel, man. Not just to prove that I can do it, but I wanted to make sure that y'all can grow and learn as well. Something about yourself, all while you learn to get to know me. You know, it's no crystal ball clear picture of anybody's life. You know what I mean? Life can go either way. I could lose everything right now. You know what I mean? But I always made a promise to myself that if I have nothing to be grateful for and I'm still alive, I'm gonna be grateful for this air that I'm breathing. You know? If I ain't have not a dime in my pocket, not a job, not a female that can make me happy, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't think no female can make me happy, for the simple fact that if I'm not happy myself, how can I make somebody else happy? You know? How can they make me happy if I'm just a natural miserable person? You know, I went through a point in my life where I was just so miserable. You know what I mean? I ain't want to deal with nobody. I ain't want to hang with nobody. You know what I mean? I used to be the starter. I used to be the light. I used to be the crowd. You know what I mean? I used to bring the crowd with me. Now I'm just like, I'm so settled down, and it's just mind-boggling to people. Like, you know what I mean? Why am I so to myself? Because I know, be honest with you, I know that people are full of crap, and they'll mislead you every chance they get. You know what I mean? Just to try to score a couple dollars out of you or use you to your advantage. But see, I'm as a Libra, you know what I mean? You really can't play me, you know what I mean? I might let you play me once or twice, but you know, 3 times, you know what I mean, I'll let it go. You know what I mean? I'd rather be broke and have nothing and be surrounded by 1 or 2 people that I love than to have a million people that I don't know and don't trust. You know what I mean? It's very rare that I trust somebody, because I don't. You know, and that's probably my problem. I need to put more faith in people. But it's kind of hard to put faith in people when you've been disappointed so many times by people, when you gave people an opportunity to become somebody in your life, or any case of that matter. You know what I mean? That's why it's always good to have self-happiness within yourself, because once you have self-happiness, you know, you can start seeing things in a better light, and you could conversate more better. You know what I mean? You could deal with people more better. You could even put more faith in people. You know what I mean? Not every time you put faith in that you're gonna get something back. You know what I mean? But at least when I put my time and effort in something, you know what I mean, I would like the same energy back. And if I can't get the same energy that I put in, then that's when I make out a list of my pros and cons and say, okay, it's time to give this up, because, you know, it's not benefiting me or the other person. Because if it's not benefiting me, I know it's not going to benefit the other person, because now it's going to show in my work that I'm not satisfied with the work that I'm putting in and the amount that I'm getting back. You know what I mean? That's human nature. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be a king or a queen, you know? I'm a split image of God. So why wouldn't I want to be a king? You know what I'm saying? But everybody's a natural born king. I mean, everybody has a kingdom in them. I mean, this, no matter how generational you think and how wide your mind is, you know what I mean? When you have a narrow mind and your mind is as a needle, you're not going to have great vision. You know what I mean? You're going to have a one-track mind. Your mind is at the point of a needle. It's small and piercing. You know, you ever spoke to a narrow-minded person? This is aggravating, you know? You want to be able to expand your mind. That's why I read books. You know what I mean? I read about the stock market, you know? And I think about all types of things that I want to do and accomplish. So that's what I do. I try to educate myself so I won't be discouraged. When I put my time and effort in something, I like to read about it. And then once I read about it, you know, I'll be able to just morph and feel my presence of it within me to invest in it. You know, it's just like working. You know what I mean? Like when you start working, your first day at work, what you want to do, you want to impress whoever you're working for and do the best job to your best ability. You know, night in and night out. You know, and the thing about switching jobs, that, you know, when you switching a job, you got to take in consideration that you don't work for the last person you work with. So you can't be coming in late and talking to people like you know them. You know what I mean? You gotta gradually fit in and get in and have everybody comfortable. But then even when you're comfortable, you're not at your other job. So you can't be doing things that you're used to doing, because somebody might consider it as disrespectful. Somebody might be watching your every move. I mean, somebody probably want the position that you in, or somebody trying to put a friend in your position. So you got to cover all your steps, you know, and somebody that you might be training might be trying to take your position too, depending on where you at in the company, you know. But I try to keep my mind fresh, because I know that I would like to own my own business. You know what I mean? And put people to work and let them go through the same process of that I had to go through. You know, if somebody worked for me and they feel bad about the company, I'd rather them go find another job, because why would you want to work somewhere where you have to talk crap and don't want to get up and go to work? You know, I'd rather better yourself. Go ahead and do what you need to do. Get yourself together, and then go ahead and move on to the next level, or just quit altogether. Because if you keep working for somebody and you got a bad mouth them every day, imagine what that says about you. Because you keep working for them. You keep getting up and going to work. So what did that say about you? And you going to work bad mouthing your company. You know, just take that in mind. That's just food for thought that I wanted to give you guys, you know. On my next video, I'm going to talk about stock markets and some of the penny stocks that I've been researching, you know, on Friday. Hopefully, if I have a day off, I'm going to do some more researching and see what I could come up with so I can give y'all guys the gift to invest with me. I'm not a financial advisor or anything. I'm just telling you my opinion and what I'm investing my money in. One day I'm going to reveal my my portfolio to you guys. But right now, I'm just learning, so I don't want to give y'all everything and then y'all buy something and be like, you told me to buy this and my money just flopped. But see, some things I just, like the AMC, right now I lost $60. Well, $66. And I spent $100. I only have about $34, $33 or something like that. But now that's $100 that I could afford to lose. You know, I gave up drinking coffee just to be able to afford that $100 that I might lose. But hell, it might go back up. Once it go back up, if I make my money back, best believe I'm gonna pull it right out. So I'm gonna do it all to the end, you know. But thank y'all for tuning in. Thumbs up, and if you're new, please subscribe.